Drugs are stupid also, guys. They're kind of like the Kardashians. Stupid, and we can't get rid of them. Fuck up. All right, that's my time, y'all. I'm gonna give it back to Trey. Here we go.
All right. Good, everybody. Oh, sorry. Dismiss. Flashlight off. Sorry, guys. I'm really high right now. That's called callbacks, motherfucker. That's what comedy's about. Oh shit, I'm so high, I really forgot the name. Watch out. And she took the list out there, fucking autographs and shit. Hey, so this is actually one of the fun parts for me, hosting this thing right now, is when I see a name of someone I don't know. So now I'm excited to see what kind of styling and comedy you're gonna receive. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Let's go for City Hall.
Hey, so on the topic of drugs, when I got free drugs, it was, thank you, drugs are expensive. So I don't know what kind of drugs you're doing, but I appreciate that shit. So when I started doing stand-up, I was like, no one can come. No one I know. So I don't want a pity laugh. And then half this crowd are people I know, so give it up. That's true. All right, so let's start off with what Siri called me. Siri, what do you call me? Okay, well, the basic point is she called me her master, so I feel like anytime she's trying to get back at me and wants to autocorrect my shit in the worst way possible. It's been going on for years. It's a rivalry. So I want to start off, I had a great date, right? The next day he's like, let's go out. When are you free next? And I said, hey, I'm free next Friday as long as you bring those sexy nipples of yours. Right? No, I meant dipples, but before I could autocorrect that, he said, you betcha. So we dated for a year plus, so I think he was into that. We were just matches, so I was okay with that. Also in high school, my friend borrowed a pencil from me, the .5mm badass shit, if you know what I'm talking about, so, okay. So he borrowed it and later asked for it for a standardized test, and he was like, I have to get it on my lover, hold on, okay? And I was like, dude, you been carrying some kinky shit, but I don't want that back, you know? I don't want that back. What's been up there? No go. He meant locker? Yeah, that escalated very quickly. But I think my favorite is involving my parents. Because when you're texting your parents, it's just a whole nother level. You know, she was like, Sydney, I got you your favorite thing ever. It's in the fridge. And I was like, oh my god, it must be your shaved pussy. No, I meant shaved pork. But I'll never live that down. So, yeah, I asked for her shaved pussy. I did. Another time, I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, don't think I'm weird, but I'm sleeping with your shit. He was like, what? I was like, I don't know what you don't get about this, but it's comforting and it smells like you know, like, I'm cute, I'm sleeping with that. The entire time I meant sure, I never saw his autocorrected to shit, so really I was just like asking for his smelly shit to be next to me all day. Yeah, not the greatest. And another time I was on a date, a friend asked me how it went. She was like, how'd the date go? You know, did you get some? Girls don't usually talk like that, but my friend did, so I was like, you know, it went well. He drove me home, and then I killed him in the woods behind my house. You know, it went well. It went super well. I was happy about it. She's like, what the fuck, Sydney? I was like, no, I kissed him in the woods outside my house. Yeah, not too good. But I think what takes the cake overall, you know, like, your family knows shit about you. It's a kind of trust that you can't break, because they save embarrassing moments about you. They can blackmail the shit out of you, but they don't. That's trust, right? That's real trust. So, I meant to text my boyfriend Dane, D-A-N-E, but all I saw was D-A, so I just sent it. I was like, yeah, that has to be Dane. No, I sent it to D-A-D. I sent it to Dad, and I sent Dad a picture of a vibrator with an awesome, you know, like, this was the best vibrator in my life. It saved my marriage, like, reviews, and then I also attached, what do you think about this? You know, I wanted his opinion, not his, but yeah, so I was like, what do I do so he does not see this ever, right? I'm a high schooler. Now, I don't give a fuck my dad sees a vibrator. It's no big deal. But, so I'm just photobombing him because you only see the bottom of the text, you don't see the top, you have to scroll up. So I'm just writing random shit like, don't look up, don't do it, your life will end, like, emojis. And I was like, no, better tactic, this isn't gonna work. he's with my mom on a date. She can delete that shit, right? Right? Okay, so my mom deleted it in like moments. I was so proud of her. And I thought to this day, he didn't know. I'm telling the story to her, like kind of refreshing her memory. And she's like, yeah, no, he knows about this to this day. You sent it, and he has a Mac computer. He's an iPhone. It goes to his computer. So 10 years later, my dad is admitting he saw my vibrator picture, asking what he thought of it. And now I'm like, what do you know? Like, I don't know what I have to hide from you, you know? And then top it off, I'm in high school. I did a lot of embarrassing shit. If you haven't gotten that yet, like it's just me. But so I'm wearing white like I am now. You know, I'm going to a movie theater, and it's a classy movie theater where you can recline all the way right. The problem was I didn't see a couple, and I put my milk duds next to me, and they slide right underneath me, right? So after this 2-hour King Kong movie, it's a long time. And I get up, and it looks like I shit my pants completely, right? Not just like a little bit, but like hard, like all over the entire back, like splattered down. Not good. So I'm leaving. I don't notice it because you're not checking out your behind all the time, you know. So I'm walking out of this theater, and all you see is my boyfriend shielding me with his sweater because he didn't want to touch it if it was real shit. So he was just like, with his sweater. Wherever I went, that only drew more of an attention in Salt Lake City with a huge Mormon population, okay? But it looks like I shit my pants, and he's just guarding me, causing more of a scene, and that's why I love my family's trust. So, thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, City Hall. Finished early, just like I do 9 times out of 10. Woo! But then I go again for the second round. Hey, I just want to do something real fast. My boy Snoop over there, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Can I get another one of those Julies on?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that in the middle of the show. I'm just stoned right now. Misdirect, actually, because I didn't say I was high. You see, look at that. I am fucking waves ahead of you guys. Hey, fun part again. We have another name that I've never seen before, and I'm really excited to hear what's going to happen. Let's get the Femme Fatale rolling with Martha.
Yeah, Martha! Go, Martha!
Hi guys, thank you. Can you hear my voice? Because I'm very worried that a lot of people cannot hear.
Louder!
Perfect, thank you. So before I start, can somebody be a good Samaritan and record me? Because I might need to read some of my jokes. So whoever, whenever you can. Thank you so much for me. I want to have it for me. Thank you. So a little bit about me. I'm from Mexico, born and raised. Are you Mexican, girl? You're a liar. What part of Mexico are you from?
Oh no, I'm from San Diego.
You see, you are not Mexican, girl. You are not. So a lot of people tell me that I don't look Mexican, which I love because that's their racist way of telling me that I'm pretty. I love it. I got here to Hawaii in 2019 when I had just turned 30. So I was like, this is my year. This is when I get my shit together. I'm gonna be an adult. So I'm gonna go to the dentist. Yes, I'm gonna fix my teeth. I haven't been to the dentist in so long, it's embarrassing. Embarrassing for many reasons, but the first one is that I have an extra tooth. He was born, because it's a he. It's a pain in my ass, so I know that it's a he. He was born around like 3 years ago. I still remember the first day that I lay eyes on that bitch. Still a he, but it's a bitch. I was working, pretending to work, and I was, playing with my tongue, because I like to do that. Yeah! And so all of a sudden I feel something, and I'm like, I need to floss. Did I eat popcorn today? So I went to the restroom, opened my mouth, and there it was. I mean, I'm not going to show you guys, but it was a little head like popping out. Now it's a full tooth. Has a life of its own. We have a love-hate relationship. He's ruining my life because I cannot smile anymore. because all my teeth are crickets. So yeah. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it, right? And then COVID fucking happened. So I couldn't do anything, right? I had an extra year to be a slob and smoke a lot of fucking weed. So actually, I would ask for your help because I'm looking for a new dealer. Mine, yeah. Because my girl, it's all good. I'm supporting, the girls. But she intimidates me. Somebody gave me her contact number. I texted her, and she appears in my house driving a pickup truck, a very fancy one. She's with a girlfriend blasting music, and she's like, hop in. And I'm like, are you sure? You look like a kid, girl, and I have a green card. I'm so scared. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. Are you legal? So she was like, no, I'm 18 years old. So I was like, okay, fuck it. So I went into the car, and that shit was a hot box on a Tuesday morning. It was 9 a.m., guys. So I was like, I need to rethink my decisions. I'm doing something wrong. Because she looked happy. She looked like a boss girl, The second time that I bought from her, that bitch had a runner. A runner. She has a guy that drives around delivering weed while everybody can Venmo her, and she doesn't even have to leave TikTok unattended while she's still making money. I was like, fuck it. So I decided that I'm gonna get my driver's license.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, because I'm 31 years old. I should have a driver's license. So I'm trying hard. I'm trying super hard, guys. I'm trying so hard that I've already taken my road test 2 times. This is how committed I am, okay? As I told you, I'm from Mexico, where we just bribe policemen or women, and we just keep on driving, you know what I mean? You know that you can give them, I'm not kidding you, 50 pesos are like fucking $2, yo. You can give them that and that will, get you free. So, as you could imagine, it was news to me that I actually have to look at the speed limit. I didn't know. So I was going 35 on a 25, and so the guy told me that it was a little bit of a big deal, so I didn't pass the test. The second time, it was a language barrier, guys. He told me to go right, and I went to the wrong right. I went to the left. It's different in Spanish, guys, for real. You should know. You speak Spanish, right? Yeah. In San Diego, they speak Spanish. Sorry, what was that? Oh my God, can you be more white? I'm scared of derecha. I love it. No, for real, I love it. So anyway, speaking of whites.
Go in.
My favorite topic. I was working at a restaurant during the peak of the pandemic. Have you guys heard of Kailua, where the white things are? Yo, thank God I had a lot of weed because shit was hard. I had to deal with many Karens. Many. My favorite one though was this lady that would come into the restaurant and say that, she ordered something when she didn't, and then she was asking for her order and saying how we mistreated her and shit. And so one day, she actually was trying to record me. I was a bartender, I would take the orders. It was a fucking taco shop. Come on, girl. You're not in casual fine dining, or what the fuck? So she was trying to record me, and I was like, no. This is how it happens. I am not allowed to become that bitch on those Facebook watch videos that it's my guilty pleasure to watch. I'm not about to become her. So I went and hid into the kitchen, and I was like, everybody's being so nice during the pandemic. Everybody's so aloha, community and shit. They're gonna understand, right? I'm not gonna get out of the kitchen until that bitch gets out. Yo, nobody stood by me. Everybody was so bitchy and yelling at me, and I was like, guys, I am the victim. I'm a Mexican who's being harassed by a Karen. What the fuck? But the last straw was with this Karen came in and she was like, so the fish taco, is it too fishy? Lady, it's 2020. If the fish wants to be super fishy, let the motherfucker be its best self.
Yeah.
Yes. So I quit that job. Fuck yeah. And now I work for a rich white bitch who's giving me healthcare and a company car. So there you go, guys. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. That was it.
Right, Martha. Oh wait, no, that's Marsha. Fuck. I'm so high right now. I keep fucking up my references. Did I mention to you guys that I was high? Yeah. So fucking figure, right? Yo, so I can't believe it. There's another name I've never seen on this list. And I bet you this guy is super amazing and loves Jack Russell Terriers. Let's give it up for Justin Capable.
That's me, Justin. Hi, everybody. My name's Justin today. Yeah. How's it all going? Good?
Yeah.
I guess everybody's talking about being high. I'm not high enough for this, so we'll get through this together. Give it up for Trey, our host, everybody. Yeah. Trey and I used to go party all the time. Like, we would go to O'Toole's and shit, and all the girls would go up to Trey because Trey had cocaine. Which is, I guess, the thing that all the ladies love or something. Like, I remember we were hanging out at O'Toole's and he comes up to me after and he's like, I fucked a 6.5 in the bathroom. Like, yeah, it's a true story. And I'm just like, yo, dude, first of all, on a scale from 1 through 10, why are you bringing decimals into this? Why don't you just say that you fucked a 13 out of 20? And, I think that the scale should be 1 to 3, you know? No, maybe if I was drunk and hell yeah or something, you know? Or maybe 1 to 4, you know? 4 if she has cocaine. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Bad impressions. Thank you, Shannon, who I've never met before. Good shit. I don't know. I'm not on weed or anything. I've been smoking outside. Any smokers in the house? One guy. All right, cool. We get a bad rap, man. Smokers get a bad rap. Like, I hang out and party with comedians, and they're getting high on weed, and they're rolling on Molly, or snorting coke off of Trey 6.5s, you know? And then I bring out my cigarettes, and they're just like, whoa, you can't smoke here. This is a family home, sir. I needed a lighter earlier, and I went to ABC store to buy this lighter, and I wanted the cheapest lighter. The lady behind the counter is like, they're all the same price. And then she's like, but I know which one you want, big boy. And she hands me with this lighter with like half-naked hula girls on it, and gives that one to me. Guys, how sexually frustrated do I come across that you think that I just can't get home to watch Pornhub? Like everybody else, that I need this lighter with half-naked hula girls on it to just quell these desires. And what kind of a guy goes into ABC store and is just like, give me the lighter with them titties on it? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm a sober person, guys. I need sober people in the house. One guy, Peter. Yeah, cool. Sobriety. I don't know why I even mentioned that. I'm not going to do sobriety wagon tonight. I've done that like way too many times. What else did I want to talk about? Any single people in the house?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool beans. I am recently single, guys. I brought a date to a comedy show last month and I got off stage and she's like, were those jokes that you said on stage about me? And I was like, no, the jokes next month are about you. So here we go, guys. Next month. We went on our first date, right? And I thought it went really well, but she called me up afterwards and she's like, why didn't you make a move? You know, why didn't you make a move on the first date? And I was like, I was trying to be a gentleman. I was trying to be a nice guy. Well, she found out on our third date that nice guy, oh shit, I fucked that joke up. We're starting it over, guys. Let's backtrack. It's open mic, that's what happens. Hey, any single people in the house? What's the noise? I'm single, yeah, single people. I brought a date to a comedy show last month. And I got off stage and she was like, were those jokes that you said on stage about me? And I was like, no, the jokes next month are about you, so here's next month. All right, we went on our first date, right? And I thought it went really well. But she called me up afterwards and she's like, why didn't you make a move on the first date? And I was like, I was trying to be a gentleman. I was trying to be a nice guy. And she's like, nice guys finish last.
They do.
She found out on our third date that nice guys, we finish first. We finish first. First. Thank you, Henry Payne. Cool. I I remember this one time she was complaining and she was like going down on me. She was just like, "You're taking too long." And I was like, "They don't call it a blow hobby." Yeah. Alright. I have trouble when it comes to women. Like I am a nice guy. Like I think that gets me in trouble. Like I would love to be able to go up to a lady and just be like, "Hey, you want to come back to my place and watch a movie or make a movie?" I don't have that kind of confidence in me. I have to use more realistic pickup lines like, "Hey, I know you're a dude, but hey." I should be like, "Hey, does middle class security turn you on? Do medical benefits make you horny?" I don't think that women are as good at men at pickup lines. They use the same one on me every time. They're always like, "Let's just be friends." Like, I remember I went over to this one girl's house, right? And I don't know, whenever I like make friends with a girl or I think I'm dating them, they always like ask me over, and it just ends up like me being like doing them favors and shit all the time, right? This guy knows what I'm talking about over there. He can relate. I remember I went over to this one girl's house, and she was like, "Hey, can you go pick us up some beer?" So I leave to go pick up some beer. Then she gets back to her place and she opens up her beer, and I'm gonna open up mine. I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Wait, before you open up the beer, can you help me move some boxes upstairs? They're too heavy for me." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I can move boxes upstairs." And then the boxes ended up being too heavy for me, so I have to divide them into like 10 smaller boxes and get all of them upstairs and then ready to chill. And she's like, "Wait, before you hang out, can you help me clean out my gutters? I'm so afraid of heights." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I can clean out your gutters, and I'm afraid of heights too, guys. We have so much in common." So I'm cleaning out her gutters, and then I'm ready to chill. And then she's like, "Ian, I just found out that I'm about to be evicted. Can I stay with you for 2 months until I find a new place to live?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can stay with me for 2 months until you find a new place to live." And then she's like, "Can I bring my boyfriend?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can bring your boyfriend." And her boyfriend's name was Sergey, and he was buff and better looking than me, and walked around the house completely naked, sat in my favorite chair, and his balls were in my chair, and my chair now smells like his balls, all because I'm a nice fucking guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fucking Sergey. Yeah, alright, that's
Nice
it for me, guys. I've been Justin Capable. Give it up for your host, Erika.
Justin Capable. He looks just like my friend Ian. It's fucking uncanny, guys. Or maybe I'm just high, right? I told you, I'm fucking committed to this fucking bit. I will forever be known as that guy who's always high, so fuck getting a job in the future. Fuck. Damn it. Oh wait, I know exactly what's coming up next. Next, we got a good friend of mine, Jasmine Bautista.
Thanks, Ray. Guys, I got high yesterday. I know, like, I'm very new to being high. Like, I had no idea, like, I ate a gummy worm and I felt pretty good. Yeah, I decided to write all of my high thoughts, because that's what you do when you're high, right? You just like, oh, this is hilarious. Here's one of them. Why does whispering sound so scary when you're high? Right? So many questions. That was it. Okay. I thought I wrote more things down. Guess not. Glad you guys are all here. I'm not gonna lie, it felt really weird to take my mask off in front of all of you, because I've kind of just been using my mask to hide my double chin this entire time. Anyone relate to this? Like, anyone just started growing like a travel pillow around their neck during COVID? Like, shit. Like, I looked in the mirror too, and I'm like, damn, when did I start growing a fanny pack? Like, all I'm saying is that once everything is settled, like, I'm ready to travel again. Like, it's gonna be great. For the longest time, my mom believed that COVID was a man-made disease. You want to know why? Because she told me, like, in all seriousness, she's like, Jasmine, I ate bat once in the Philippines and I didn't die. I'm like, damn. I'm sorry, Mom. Like, guess you're just built different. Like, Oh my God! You know what? I had my doubts, but then the more I thought about it, like one time my mom told me that like when she eats an Oreo, she removes the middle part, and I'm like, yeah, I know, right? I'm like, are you monster? Like, I can see why COVID wants to stay away from you. Like, that's scary. I remember. Do you guys remember when Halloween happened during COVID? Like, that was a really weird holiday that we chose to celebrate. Like, because like millions of people were dying, but then you could go to your nearest Longstrugs and buy like little skeleton figurines doing yoga. Like that's like I remember one time like I went into Foodland in October and I saw that they had like a little tombstone set up by the front entrance, and I'm like, did Foodland lose a couple of employees? Like, what the heck happened? Oh my God. I'm gonna do something very new for all of you right now. Thank you. This might go terribly. I just want to do a disclaimer right now. So next week, I'm booked on a show where we have to do improvised comedy. And I'm supposed to make jokes about random topics that appear on the screen behind me. And I was telling my boss about it at work. And during the employee meal, he was like, "Everyone, Jasmine is a comedian, and now she's gonna do an improvised show. So I want you all to yell topics at her." And I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm not doing that." Because like he threw this topic at me. He said face mask, and I couldn't think of anything. But as soon as I left to work, I had all the things about face masks. Can I read those jokes to you guys right now? All right. Face masks are a lot like condoms. People put them on only after you tell them they can't enter without it. I bet serial killers love face masks because of how disposable they are. All right. I think Hawaii is making a lot of progress with getting people to wear masks, because now I'm seeing more discarded masks in Chinatown than I do needles. What? This is a good thing. Don't we want people to wear masks? Like, well, I don't know what side you guys are on. Anyway, I'm ready for you guys to shout random topics at me. I'm gonna try my best.
Baseball! Baseball!
Oh, fuck. You guys shouted the same topic?
That's behind you.
That's me.
Wait, seriously? Oh, that's awesome. Did your fathers never teach you baseball or something? Like, is that what happened? Oh, man. I'm very new at this. I'm still trying, guys.
It's like life.
What?
It's like life.
It's like life? What? Baseball? Oh man, okay, wait, give me a second to think. See, I'm like a thinker. You know how I made these jokes up? Because like I had left the crowd of people and I was by myself and I wrote them.
Aww.
Thank you. Baseball. My sex life is a lot like baseball.
Yes. Shoot straight.
I need a... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That was scary. That could have, like, fallen down. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. My sex life is a lot like baseball. I need a father to teach me how to do it. Only took me 3 minutes to come up with that one. I'm gonna, okay, one more topic and then I'm gonna get off the stage. Is Pluto a planet? That's weirdly specific. Yes.
No, Pluto's a dog.
Yeah, it is.
Pluto is a planet because Ian Shippen is wearing a t-shirt that says so. Like, if that wasn't true, would he be wearing the t-shirt? Anyway, I really can't think of anything. Guys, wish me luck on that Wednesday show. Thank you very much. Give it up for Trey.
Jasmine's up here. always looking like she's trying to solve a mystery. Oh, fuck. Ooh, fun treat for you guys. I keep saying fun treat like I don't know these people. They are pretty terrible people. I'm gonna stop gaslighting you guys. No, I'm joking. This one, he's a young up-and-comer. I wish I started at his age. Just give it up for Henry. Hey.
What's up, guys? Yeah. Yeah, who's here to see some fucking stand-up comedy? Yeah? Yeah, and who's here to see a 15-year-old perform spoken word poetry about the French novelist Albert Camus? Well, you're gonna love the next 6.5 minutes, let me tell you. Well, then the next 6.5 minutes are gonna suck ass, I guess. No, listen, this is good. This is called Sisyphus Reborn. I look out upon a night of revelry as you sip on your drinks, as the clink of glass and laughter and my voice underscores these festivities. I hope you will indulge in a request for me. Let us, for the sake of handsome poetry and good talk, take a walk down the frightening possibility that is utter meaninglessness. Imagine with me for a moment that there is no higher power up there watching us, wanting us to wear our hearts on our sleeves, or smile, or believe, or be risky, or kill, or fill our glasses with hot rum and strong whiskey, that right and wrong are simply lyrics to a song that humans learned long ago to sing, because when they worked as a team, they found more bitter berries to soothe their aching throats and fill their empty bellies. Let us, for the sake of handsome poetry and good talk, assume that humanity, that life is simply a phenomenon, that hate and friendship and lust are no more significant than a speck of dust floating to the ground, that human existence is a predetermined result of random chance, complex chemical processes, and an intricate and meaningless dance, only around because they are, not because anyone put them there. And when this phenomenon simply ceases to exist, it will be no tragedy, because there will be no one there to resist the universe traveling along its path, the great unraveling of a scroll that lists everything that was always going to happen, a scroll that was penned by no one and nothing and is unfurled without cause. In the absence of a higher power that created it all, or at least pushes it all forward, we are left with utter meaninglessness. There is no divine direction to guide us, no calling, no purpose or grand plan anyone has in store. And as terrifying as this reality may be, there is a furthermore. There is a conclusion to be drawn, a solution to try and address this, and that solution is acceptance that there is no way to achieve transcendence. We play the cards we've been given, or rather the cards we haven't been given, the cards that are just there. Throughout decades past, the human search for purpose has been compared by old dead men to the tale of Sisyphus, cursed to fail over and over again, continuing to tear his shoulders on the dusty boulder above him, putting his full weight behind what he knows is an entirely futile task. If you ask me, this is the ideal, this is the solution, not resistance, but acceptance. Without ignorance or reluctance, acceptance. Camus, one of these old dead men mentioned before, asks you, begs you to picture Sisyphus happy, accepting of the failure in store, aware of his own situation and fighting back with participation. See, the power of his punishment stems from the horrible pain of the fall back down to the ground. But what if he knew that the fall was going to come and simply decided to enjoy the climb up in the meantime? And once the fall came back around, by making the trek back down with his chin held high, rolling his rock because he wanted to try one more time, he becomes ruler of his own domain despite all of his bloodstains. According to myth, Sisyphus is punished in this way day after evading death, dodging her at every turn, every decaying breath, yet unwilling to be caught in an urn. It's said that he hatched a plan to trap her, and when it eventually failed, he refused to give up, refused to let his coffin be nailed shut, tooth and nail being replaced with tricks and lies. Although he eventually did fail, eventually he did die, this act of defiance is a true success, as again, he accepts the fact and the inevitability of death. But he continues to participate regardless, embracing futility and bathing in absurdity. So when you reach the top, when your head breaches the cloud layer, when you're a not yet broken record player, condensation running down your aching muscles and arms, perspiration being whisked from your eyes, half out of the cycle, slightly scratched vinyl coming to a stop, turn on your heel and run straight back down after you're off. As it kicks dust into your face, race down your mountains, shed dejected and salty tears, feel the fear of starting anew. As you careen down this range, consider how strange it was that up top, during that brief moment of relief, that brief moment of solace, there was nothing to do, or at least no reason to do it. And that silence was crippling. You've reached the bottom, what you thought to be the depths of despair, and yet the boulder is right there. With shaking arms, you place your hands on its surface, and your entire body lights up, your brain connecting the circuit, because you know all you need to do is push. I'm tired of beating around the bush, so therefore this metaphor is no more. When you ask the universe, what should I do, and you are not given a reply, the answer to that question is up to you, to find, to make, to supply, and that is power.
Let's go, poet!
Power. In the absence of a higher power, you can create it all, and you can push it all forward and up. Audience members, revelers, when you search for purpose and all you get are nihilists, when you ask a question and all you get is silence, you stomp your feet on the goddamn ground, and if you dare ask yourself why, say it's for the sheer delight of hearing it make a fucking sound. If you rake your fingers across the earth, in their wake there will be valleys. If you press your digits down, they would leave behind fingerprint lakes. Please know that your life can be infinitely shaped in the palms of your hands. You have total control over your own path, and there is nothing more beautiful than that.
Motherfucking pain! Oh my god, dude! That's a new fucking thing. I'm high as fuck right now. I'm thinking he's gonna do some comedy, and he just dropped bars, bro. 15 fucking years old. God, dude, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Oh, fuck. We all take a breath real fast. 3 more years, ladies. 3 more fucking years. Oh, man. Alright, guys, I gotta keep this show rolling. We got the next comedian come up to the stage. She runs the Female Hawaii's comedy show on every Tuesday at Beach House at Nashville. Give it up for Erika Schwarzkopf.
Pizza, I got you guys. I'm sorry, what do you guys want pizza? I got you guys. Oh, no. I got you next time. I'm usually not over here when I come here.
That's awesome. How are you guys doing tonight? Give me some high! All right. Who here besides me has a mom on the Facebook who shares my pain? All right, we got some people.
I know your mom's on.
Listen to me. I thought I had the perfect Facebook mom. She liked everything I did, but she never commented, ever. Psychotically. Until last year, when she said, you know, when you're on Facebook, do you press enter after you comment? So she's been commenting for 10 years. And no one has seen any of her comments. Until now, because I'm a genius. Now I can't go back. The funniest part of that story was, I'll just say, the funniest part of it, I couldn't tell them what the phone number for Uber was. I couldn't explain that to them. The farmer said, look, Grandma, take the cab with us. And she did. Thank goodness for cabs, right? Thank goodness for cabs. All right, single people in the room. Any single people? Woo! I'm not single now, but I was last year, and I wasn't looking so much for a relationship as much as a service did. Hold on, let me shut the fuck up, you guys! I'm talking! Thank you. I wasn't so much looking for a service date, you know. But But really, I could talk some guy into wearing like a vest on his head. If that's the case, we could do it anywhere if he wore a mask and we hired no one to talk to, right? I like to follow the rules. I was at the food land the other day, and they said, would you like 15 cents back for Hawaiian miles? And I said, that depends. Is Hawaiian miles attractive? Is he a nice guy? Because otherwise I'll take the 15 cents, just like that. There are two things in Hawaii that are too much. And that's Ross Dress for Less. And drugstores. They're everywhere. I mean, how soon till they partner up, we'll have the Ross Dress for Drugs. And then, you know, the marijuana dispensaries will get in. And then we'll really be in the corner of happy and healthy. Maybe more happy. I've been here a long time. I know who Kelly is. He's a soccer player. That's not. I've been here 33 years. How can you tell if you've been here a long time? You didn't kill 25 roaches, wash hands, and eat dinner.
I know how to work.
No, not yet. Give it 5 years, you'll be ready. No problem. If you never come home from the local party with 2 mismatched slippers and both on yours. Or 2 left slippers and 2 right slippers. Now means you didn't realize till the morning and you walked home at least from the car like that.
I've been like right there the whole time.
You guys need to come to my show Tuesday.